Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special Monday night edition, WebWeeklyLive.com, Hoopers Only TV. Paul Bowe alongside Jim Webb. Jim, great to see you as usual. The games are getting bigger and bigger as this is the best time of the year. We're just a month before March Madness. It's high school basketball February frenzy, we'll call it, here in Hughesville tonight. Montoursville at 15-4 takes on Hughesville at 16-5. Jim, this is going to be a good one.
Well, it's great to be here, Paul. Good to see you. Great matchup. Hughesville, Montoursville getting together. The Warriors finally back at full strength. Hughesville's been playing some tough ball games lately. We saw them give Loyalsock a tough game the other night. This should be a great matchup.
Absolutely. Well, it's senior night here, and a lot more is at stake now for Montoursville. A Montoursville win tonight, coupled with a Danville win, and for the second straight year, Montoursville will head to the PHAC tournament later on this week. So it's a big game here.
Well, that would knock Shamokin out, I believe. And you know me, I always love to see Loyalsock and Montoursville getting a chance to possibly battle it out again, so that would be fantastic.
And that would be a first-round game on Wednesday night, would be Montoursville versus the undefeated Lancers of Loyalsock. Let's talk a little bit about Montoursville, led by the Hall of Famer coach Mike Nucina. They're on a 5-game winning streak on Saturday. The aforementioned Shamokin, they knocked off 58-51. The big story here, Jim, for the Warriors, senior 6'6" Austin Lowe is back.
Well, like I said earlier in the season, he's the best big man in the area. They got him back on the floor now. Hopefully he gets his win back. He can, by playoff time, be up to 100%. That definitely changes things for the Warriors.
Well, absolutely. He missed the first 12 games with a stress fracture in his foot. It's good to see him back. Since he's back, he's averaging 11 points a game, and he is a game changer, as you said.
Absolutely, and he did not play either contest against Loyalsock. The second game he was back, Eric Crispin and Babe had, but he had got the flu.
Yeah.
So looking down the road here, that makes it pretty interesting.
Well, talk about another senior, number 33, the sharpshooter, Hunter Shear, quarterback in a football game. He can flat out shoot. He's averaging 11.6 points a game. Jim, we talked about Aiden Gare shooting the 3-ball. How about this research I did? Hunter Shear, 58 trays for the year. That's tops in District 4.
Absolutely, and he's got to be well over 100 for his career. And he's another bunch guy. This year we have a lot of guys that can score in bunches, and he's one of them.
How about junior Mike's son, Peyton Musina, coming along nice for averaging 10.1 points a game. He's improved so much from last year, and he's another guy, 37 three-pointers for the year. He can flat-out shoot.
We can throw him with our all-bunch team, too, along with, the Hill brothers and Aiden Gare, and he's another guy. I mean, only averaging double figures, 10 points a game, but he can go crazy. He can light it up for 30 if he's hot.
And another guy averaging double figures. He's on my all-hair team. He's the captain. Number 4, he makes it all happen, is senior Dylan Young. You talk about someone who plays with the heart of a lion.
Absolutely.
This kid can do everything.
And again, I admire how he runs his team, and his strength is definitely his leadership and his stick-to-itiveness. And he's gone through injury and some things this year, and they're telling me he's back to 100%. So the Warriors are peaking and getting everybody back at the right time.
Well, definitely getting right at the right time of the year. They are a good three-point shooting start. They are a streaky team. They're looking for a hot start and a hot finish. Let's talk about someone who's been hot. The Hughesville Spartans come in at 16-5. We saw them last week against Loyalsock. Coach Tag has them playing really well. That game could have went either way for 3 quarters, Jim. Loyalsock was just too much in the end.
Well, in the end, athleticism won out. Coach Tag got every ounce of what he could out of his teams, and that's what he's known for over the years. He develops a program and he develops a basketball team player by player. And again, Montoursville will be more talented and more skilled tonight. But Hughesville will play with the heart. You mentioned the heart of a lion. They will play with it as a team.
And this is a tough place to play here. Senior 6'3" forward Blake Sherwood is hotter than pepperoni on the 4th of July, as I say. 4 of the last 5 games, he's had a double-double. He's averaging 12.6 points a game. He is the key for this Hughesville team.
Love the way when we saw him play against Loyalsock, he attacked the basket. He went hard. His facial expression never changes. Just a hard-nosed, tough basketball player that right now is putting it in the basket.
Talk about someone hard-nosed. Junior 5'10 guard Clayton Pouse. He has ice in his veins, 9.3 points a game. He's the playmaker to this team. You can see him warming up here at half court. He makes everything go. He's very quick off the ball, plays really tough defense, and he's a big player to stop here.
And it might be the key to the game, the Dylan Young and Clayton Pouse matchup. I mean, Clayton, the junior, could make a real statement if he could contain Dylan Young tonight and keep him in check. So
Hughesville also got some big size inside 6'4" freshman Carter Colburn, 6.4 points a game only, but more importantly, he's been controlling the glass when he's in.
Well, the big thing with him is you see him getting, like so many young players in our area, they're getting better and better each ball game, each week. And this could be a breakout game for him, too, because he's getting a chance to go up against the best big guy in the area in Austin Lowe tonight.
And one thing they always say, Jim, is you can't teach size.
Definitely can.
And he's got it there. How about 6'3" senior? We talked about just for senior night here, Ethan Snyder. He is a defensive specialist for Hughesville. I just heard him say in the opening he just started playing basketball in 10th grade. Well, I'll tell you what, in those 3 short years, he's made some great strides. What a fantastic player.
He'll be all over the floor. He's another one of those kids Tag loves to have. He'll wear his heart on his sleeve. He'll be all over the floor.
Well, we got about 2 minutes to the player introductions. It's the Warriors and the Spartans coming up. Hoopers Only TV, WebWeeklyLive.com. We'll be right back with the opening lineups.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Lift your knees. You got to get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You got to be here.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
Right now, you know, Hoopers Only TV, this is the lifestyle. We in Portland right now. My son over there, 11 years old, he just won the 11U championship, came in 2nd place for the 12U. Right now, we finna go back home and grind. We got practice on Thursday, we got more tournaments, we got more workouts. So yeah, we fresh out of San Francisco, one of the top 11U players in the country. He played for the Oakland Soldiers right now. And this is what we doing. This is the lifestyle, Hoopers Only TV.
When you were going to be a pro athlete, what was the game changer?
The game changer was just knowing that I've seen so many other good players, and I said I gotta see how good I am, measuring my talent up to somebody else. And when I see that I can play against guys that was pro athletes, I'm like, I can do it too, but putting in the work. Like all day shooting at nighttime, putting up jump shots, knowing that if I can shoot in the dark, I can shoot anywhere. I spend more time in the gym than I spent doing anything else. If you love something, you got to get out there and put the time into it. Yep, so it's all about time. However much time you put into something, that's what you're going to get out of it. So I wanted to be a hooper, I had to put everything in. Hoopers Only TV, baby.
Yeah. Hoopers Only TV is a game changer, baby.
Family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's Loyal Sock behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. For those.
All right, we're back here at Hughesville. Paul Bowe, Jim Webb. Jim, starting lineups getting ready to be introduced right now. What's your keys to the game tonight?
Well, in a nutshell, Montoursville's got to get the ball into Austin Lowe and take advantage. He's got a big matchup down in Lowe against the freshman Carter Coburn. And not only that, I think for the team's psyche, they need to get off to a good start, go through their big fella. They like to go inside out, and by getting the ball into him and getting it going, he'll kick it back out for threes. And the other side of Montoursville, we've seen him put up some really good numbers in defensive effort in the first half. They need to play a full game.
Absolutely, and for Hughesville, they've got to play defense. They've got to be strong on the ball, and they've got to take away that three-point shot.
Absolutely, and I expect to see that out of Coach Tagg's coach team. They needed to approach the game like they did against Loyalsock. Contest every shot, get the rebound. That was the one place they came up a little short against Leastock. Too many second chance points for the Lancers. If they do those things, I have no doubt Coach Tagg will coach them right into the game. It's great to be with the Hughesville VPC again, the Video Production Club. They do a great job for us down here, and they add a lot of enhanced camera angles, and for young men, they did students here at the school, fantastic. We'll talk a little bit about them more as the game goes on.
Absolutely, they did a fantastic job the other night. They introduced Austin Shetler getting a start tonight in the replace of Nick Trevolides, who's out in concussion protocol, suffered last week.
I believe it was the game we did. He took one to the noggin over in the far corner there, and unfortunately now he's caught up in the concussion protocol, and it takes a while to work your way out.
Yeah, talk about a tough-nosed player. You hate to see that happen at any level, but he's going to sit this one out, and Austin Shetler getting the start, the senior.
And I got to mention, I have Eric Hunt from the Sun-Gazette next to us here. Doc Massey's out on assignment, but we get Eric tonight, and he'll do a great job, does a great job writing for the Sun-Gazette. And he's just a young buck, Paul.
Yeah, I met him last game, and it looks like his sheet is a lot neater than Doc Massey's, though. Doc Massey's looks like a cave painting.
I might be able to read that, yeah.
You might be able to read that sitting right there and keeping us on the up and up here.
But hey, this is definitely a great matchup tonight. Blue chip matchup and on the floor and on the sideline. Coach Tagliaferri, Coach Musina. I mean, I'd pay to see this ball game.
Absolutely. We got the best seat in the house right here.
Here we
at
go.
Center court, and Jake Sims is going to jump with Ethan Snyder. Trip controlled. Oh, Sherwood right to the rack. Up and in.
Great play by Hughesville off the tap, and Sherwood finishes.
Here comes Hunter Shear with the ball across the timeline. Over to Musina. Musina kicks it back over to Josh Berger. Back over to Hunter Shear, being guarded by Sherwood. Into Jake Sims. Spin move. Turnaround jumper off the window, up and in, Jim.
Nice job. Good move down and low. He's gotten a lot better with the playing time with Austin Lowe being out. Incidentally, Austin Lowe, the two guys we featured, and Carter Coburn didn't get the start. They'll both be coming off the bench and battling each other.
Evangelisti with the ball now. Over to Shetler. Kicks it back out. Over to Shetler again. Over to the top of key. Drives in between traffic, and he is fouled.
Boy, I don't know about the traveling call.
Oh, they called a travel on that.
Yeah, he took the ball between his legs when he lost the handle, but I did not see him shuffle his feet.
We didn't touch on him in the open, Jim. Jake Sims playing really well for Montoursville the last couple games. At the beginning of the year, he struggled a lot. There was no Austin Lowe, so all the pressure was on him.
Well,
but it's been a game changer since he's back.
Absolutely, and that's helped him develop as a ball player. Hunter Shear on the way.
Long three around the rim out. Rebounded by Paust. Paust comes down with it. Swings it up to Sherwood. Back to Lehau. Three ball on the way, off the iron. Tipped around, ball batted around like a pinball. And Josh Berger comes down with that rebound.
Young Mr. Musina on the drive there.
Spins it back out. Sims, three ball on the way, count it.
And that's what that big fella can do. He's a big, but he plays away from the basket and has a great touch.
5-2 Montoursville leads. Swings it back over to Paust. Paust back over to Sherwood. In the corner. Sherwood drives, foul line, jumper. That's partially blocked. Gets his own rebound. Lehau swings it over to Evangelisti. I'd like to see Steele shoot that when he had an open shot,
I would
Jim.
too. Steele's got to step into that. Sherwood on the drive of the basket all the way in.
Baseline
good job by Sims.
Yeah, good defense right there. Kept it.
Musina on the ball, left wing extended. Back to Berger.
Berger
it's going to be a backcourt unless if Hughesville runs it down. And they do.
Good hustle by Paust, Jim. Over to Lehau.
Paust on the way from the corner.
Off to Iron and rebounded by Lucina. Hunter Shear's going to look to slow it down a little bit.
5-2 Warrior lead here in the early going.
5:40 to go in the first quarter. Over to Dylan Young. Young down low, Berger on the block, up and in, and he's going to the line.
Great entry pass by Dylan Young. Berger all in one motion, catches it, doesn't bring it down, gets it up on the basket just as you're supposed to. And he goes overlooked sometime, but he's a very good ball player, Mr. Berger here.
And Berger going to the line, shooting 55% for the year. He will shoot 7-2. Montoursville leads, 5:32 to go in the opening frame. Shot up and around the rim and out and rebounded by Sherwood. Sherwood up ahead to Paust, back to Sherwood. Swings it over to Clayton. Down low on the block is Coburn.
Coburn's in the ball game now.
Sherwood dribbles down. Good defense again by Sims. And a hustle by Lehau. He comes down with the loose ball. Back up ahead to Evangelisti. In the corner to Lehau, and they're going to call a foul.
Blocking foul on the baseline. Got him with the hip.
Is that on Young? I couldn't see from here.
No, it's on Berger. Josh Berger.
Berger's first foul. Lehau over to Paust. Paust surveying the court. Trying to get the ball in the entry there to Calburn.
Oh, boy.
They called an offensive foul?
No, they call the foul on a big fella, Simser, for holding. I didn't see that. I saw him a little bump with the lower body, but if you're a bigs, you want to let that play.
Absolutely. Here comes Austin Lowe into the ball.
There we go.
Now.
Austin's, and now we got the matchup we talked about in the pregame. Austin's a big fella. Just look at the size of him compared to the freshman Carter Coburn.
Oh, good defense by Young. Poked away. It'll stay here with the Spartans.
So good management by Coach Mike Musino on minutes. Obviously, he's not up to full 100% yet, so he bought some minutes there early. His team's got a 5-point lead. Now he puts the big fella in. Nice drive there.
Paust with the floater in the lane.
And that's what you and I talked about with Clayton Paust. We'd like to see him shoot the ball a little more.
Absolutely. He's got a good shot. He drives, penetrates, and creates space. Musino with the ball over to Shear. Shear fighting off a defender. Over to Lowe. Corner, 3-ball. Count it.
Bang. And there you go. You got two big fellas like that can shoot threes. Gives the Warriors a big advantage.
Lehau in the paint, being trapped there by Lowe. Just his presence, Jim, alone.
Well, like I've talked about, we don't have many true big men in our area. He's a true big man. You look at him out there, he's a true 6'6". He might be pushing 6'7". Well, and he just gives you that presence in the middle. Here comes Hunter Shear on the attack.
Ethan Snyder's 6'3", and he's towering over him. He might be closer to 6'7". Shear with the ball to Lowe. Lowe distributes back to Shear. Shear a little shake and bake. Kicks it to the corner. Good ball movement by the Warriors. Lucina drives in the lane. Can't get it to fall, but a good drive by Peyton.
Good drive by young Mr. Musina there. Got it up in the basket, drew the foul. Obviously, Ethan Snyder's the senior, giving up a few inches there, but they trust him a little more right now than Carter Coburn because of his experience. And he'll play hard. You and I have talked about that.
Absolutely. 77% from the line is Peyton. 10-4 Montoursville leads just underway here. Get off to a little bit of late start senior night here in Hughesville.
That was the longest senior night I've ever been a part of.
First one up is good by Peyton, 11-4.
Solid form. You watch him, same ritual every time. The only time he gets himself in trouble is if he rushes, and you can see right now, breath, ritual, ball on the way, net.
That was smooth, and checking into the game, here comes Brandon Good.
Gives Josh Berger a little blow here.
Yeah, Brandon, good-looking kid, strong physique.
No
He'll
pun
bang
intended.
Around. No pun intended, absolutely. Paust with the ball across the timeline. Over to Sherwood. Sherwood down to Paust. Back to Snyder in the corner. They're trapping him. Evangelisti drives, floater in the lane, up
Nice.
and in.
Good job by Steele there, taking the ball to the racket. Little teardrop, nothing but net.
Seems to be some openings in the middle there.
Hunter Shear all the way down to the paint, out to Good. Over to Dylan Young, foul line. Back to Hunter Shear. He'll drive the middle, back out to the big fella.
Berger with the ball now into the corner. To Young. Good ball movement by the Warriors. Musina thought about a three, drives baseline, took steps.
Well, you know how I feel about that, but that's a conversation for another day.
Sherwood will inbound 12-6.
If you're going to allow the Euro step, you need not call that a travel.
Over to Evangelisti, back to Paust, into Lehal. Kicks it to the corner. Evangelisti drives baseline.
There's a
Get
big
that
foul.
out of there, says Lowe. Swats it away. Comes down when it is Dylan Young. Warriors going from left to right on your screen. 3:05 to go, first quarter. Paul Bowe, Jim Webb on a Monday night here in Hughesville. With playoff implications here hanging in this one, Jim, for
Absolutely.
Montoursville. Oh, Shear.
Oh, offensive foul. Oh,
They're going to call the block.
I thought the young man did a good job. Ethan Schneider got over established position and took the charge.
Well, this official umpire refereed the Loyal Sock game last week. I know there was some controversy there. Coach Tagg letting him have it.
Yeah, I thought it was a good defensive effort. Hunter Shear will go to the line. Good form, and he'll knock it down. Shooter's roll, members roll there.
67% for the year. Dylan Bieber coming in out of the game. Another good shooter, freshman, 6'3".
Hey, while we're talking about it, the VPC, the Spartan VPC Video Production Club, I like to call them the VPC as in crew. They do a great job for us here, Paul.
Oh, they do. They do a fantastic job. Great work last week. Great work again tonight so far. Evangelisti down, another block by Lowe. He's been a presence, Jim, since he's come into the ball game.
He's having a block party down low, Paul.
He is. Some go high, some go low, but the ball comes out high every time.
7-point Warrior lead.
2:31 to go, first quarter. Shear drives long, cross-court pass to Musina. 3-ball on the way, that's off. Good position by Sherwood, he hauls the glass.
Very good job boxing out.
Kicks a good defense by Dylan Young. It'll stay here with the Spartans.
Same problem we've seen, and I know from talking to folks, Hughesville just doesn't have the offensive weapons a lot of teams have. They struggle. They run the offense, they try to get good shots, and they run the clock. But they just need a few more weapons offensively.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Paust over to Bieber.
Like to see our boy Sherwood there line some up and shoot him or drive to the basket.
Yeah, he's good on the baseline too, much like Reese Watkins. When they give him that baseline, he's strong on his first step.
Very good comparison. There we go.
Nice 3-ball on the way. That's short. Nobody boxed down.
Good hustle there by Ethan Snyder.
Ball came right down to Lowe. Here comes Musina. Takes it to the corner to Berger. Cross court, top of the key. Lowe, counted.
And again, 6'6", has a feathery soft touch. Definitely can play at the next level.
Absolutely. Coach Tagg saying who has him. Defensive confusion for the Spartans. 1:47 to go in the first quarter. 15-6. Montoursville lead. We'll be right back after a word from Dolly's Diner.
Family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's Loyal Sock behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. For those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns and more, and Griggs coffee and peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area. Your family table away from home is...
All right, we're back at Hughesville, 15-6. Warriors lead, Jim. 1:42 to go in the first quarter. What are you seeing out there so far?
Well, Montoursville's done a nice job. Their big fellas shooting them. Another block. Wow.
I think you're going to say got him with the body.
See who that's on there, maybe down below. Didn't quite. They think they got it on Good down below, not on Austin Lowe.
Yeah, it was
as far
on.
as what I'm seeing out here, Montoursville's got big guys that can shoot, a little few more offensive weapons. Hughesville's scrapping and scraping to hang in there right now.
First one by Justice is up and good.
Another great name there for your all-name team, Paul. Justice.
I called the three-pointer last week. I said, and Justice for all. I got a chuckle out of you.
That might be the 2 best names. Justice and Steel. Sort of sounds like a Superman, you know.
Could be the Hall of Justice.
The Hall of Justice. There you go.
Josh Berger with the ball. Jake Sims back into the ball game too. A nice move by Payton. No good. Sims keeps it alive. Paust comes down with the loose ball. 4-on-3 break for the Spartans. Paust coast to coast. Good defense by Josh Berger.
Great.
Kept his ground.
And young Mr. Good, too, getting back. Dylan Young goes strong to the basket and drives a foul. Hughesville folks don't like it. On the big fella Coburn. His first.
Dylan's going to the line. Tag's really giving it to this official here. He's not happy at all. Round the rim and out. Dylan Young, one thing about Dylan, he struggled from the line this year.
Is that correct? He's only a 48% foul shooter.
48% foul shooter, yep.
He still has that heavy brace on his left ankle, but obviously he must be feeling a lot better. Rolls the second one in.
Second one in, good. 16-7. 1 minute and 3 seconds to go in the first quarter. Leha with the ball on the block to Coburn, and
Hunter Shear got him from the backside.
I think they're going to call that one on Shear. I agree with you there.
Yeah. Probably not necessary. You had the big fella in front of him, Sims. Hunter came from the backside looking for the monster swat.
And
My son Hunter used to like to do that, and I always would tell him straight up, hands straight up. Anytime you come over the top like that, the officials are just waiting to call you.
He made the fouls count, though, Jim, right? If Hunter fouled you, you knew it.
Yeah.
I remember that game down in Central Columbia we did when he was a senior. He was our player of the game.
Carter got the first one there. Nice touch.
Second one is short.
Wouldn't round his way in there, but
Lowe hauls the boards. Over to Musina. Musina looking to run the court. Shear, nice move, goes baseline, ditches.
Nice pass.
At the doorstep, Lowe gets the bounce up and in.
That's what Hunter Shear can do for you. Went baseline, found the big fella for the easy basket. Give the assist to Hunter.
I'll tell you, Jim, a much different team, Montoursville, than we've seen early in the year with Austin Lowe.
Absolutely. There's another block.
It is a big, big difference with them.
Austin Lowe, that has to be 5 blocks in the first quarter, I would imagine.
Yeah, he's a difference maker out there. And like I said, they've been subbing him and Jake Sims in and out, giving each other a break. And not to look ahead to anything, but I'll tell you what, he can provide a lot of trouble come playoff time. Districts come, if they do get into the PHAC, it's going to be a different Montoursville team. Shear with the ball, left-handed dribble being guarded by Bieber.
And we're talking about them like they haven't solid year. They only lost 4 games without him most of the way.
Yeah.
Here we go the other way.
Evangelista running the court. Over the corner.
If this was a hockey game, we'd be talking about shots on goal. Hughesville just hasn't gotten a lot of shots on goal here tonight so far.
At the buzzer, Coburn taps
Oh, great
it in.
job.
And Jim, anytime you could get points in the last couple seconds, that's huge momentum going
Great job.
to the second
Great
quarter.
job by the freshman understanding the ball was going to come off in the weak side. He got position, went back up. Big basket for the Spartans heading into the second quarter.
Also, I didn't get coming into the game, number 33, a senior, Drew Bieber, also checked into the game. We didn't get a chance to call him into the game. We played one quarter here in Hughesville. It's 18-10. Montoursville. We'll be right back with the second quarter.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com.
All right, we're back here in Hughesville with quarter number 2. Montoursville with the ball inbounding. That's Peyton Musina. Left-handed dribble gives it up to Dylan Young. On the left wing, extended over to Shear. Bounce pass down low, and
Hunter Shear, the quarterback, threaded the needle there. Nice pass. And again, Josh Berger catches the ball, ready to go up and shoot it.
Josh Berger, one of the unsung heroes on this team. You don't hear much about him, but steadily he's averaging 9 points a game.
He's one of those guys, right around 10 points a game, but he's another bunch guy. He could go for 20 tonight.
55% free throw shooter from the line. First one is short. Pulled the string on that one a little bit.
Yeah, he didn't even have his head up. Again, he's got to settle himself down here, get into his ritual, find the front of the rim, let it fly. Much better.
Second one on its way is good. 19-10, Montoursville leads. That's Lehow in the corner.
Nice,
down to Coburn.
Nice idea. Good defense by Dylan Young.
Bieber goes back court to get it, and he does. Lehal pass. Colbert on the block, and a big block again.
Another
by
block
Lowe.
there by Lowe. Out to Dylan Young on the run. Right hand up and in. Great job.
Puts it on his hip, Jim. Tried to draw the contact, laid it up off the window and in. Montoursville clicking on all cylinders here tonight. They look good.
They do.
There's another turnover.
Steal by Lowe out to Dylan Young on the run. Foul line extended all the way to the basket. Right hand. Up and in for Dylan Young.
Coach Tagg not happy at all about that. 13-point lead for the Warriors, and they're foaming from the mouth, Jim. They're looking to put the knockout punch on here early.
Well, again, shots on goal, we can talk about a hockey term. They're just not getting a whole lot of shots to the basket. A lot of them are getting rejected.
Threw it away there.
Austin Lowe has got to have, in his block party effort here, about 6 blocks.
So far, Austin Lowe has 7 points on the game here, leading all scorers. Lehal and Colburn with 3 each for Hughesville. Bucina with the ball. Back out to Lowe. Berger looking to go baseline. Nice move, hangs in the air. Sherwood comes down with it, but it goes right to the hands of Dylan Young, and he'll go back to the line.
Good job by Berger. Gets in to get the basket, but follows his shot, gets the rebound. Back to Dylan Young, and to get out of nothing. They should have been going the other way. They'll get 2 foul shot opportunities here for Dylan Young.
I know it's early in the second quarter, Jim, but Montoursville just looks 2 steps faster than Hughesville.
Well, again, I come back to offense. Tag, sometimes you have teams, you have too many scores. Tag's got a team where he could use a couple of scores, just flat out guys that could put it in the hole. And that isn't an insult to anybody. It's just that's the way seasons go.
Absolutely. Young's first one is good. Second one, nice.
Good job by Dylan Young.
Up and in. Up ahead to Paus, 15-point lead for Montoursville, 25-10. Swings it over to Evangelisti. Snyder trying to get position inside, over to Lehal, swings it back to the corner to Sherwood.
See, now what's happening is they don't want to challenge Austin Lowe. There's another block.
Lehal off the iron, no good. Kind of rushed that one. Young comes down with it, being pressured by Evangelisti. Swings it to Bucina, long 3 off the back iron, and a lot of pushing inside. They're going to get Austin Lowe on that one.
Well, I don't.
Sometimes
good job by Ethan Snyder there, boxing out, and Austin came around him a little bit.
Austin got caught because he pushed second. That's what happened. It's always the second guy.
It's always the second guy. 15-point lead here, 6:06 to go in the second quarter for the Montoursville Warriors.
Over to Lehal, top of the key, back to Sherwood. Sherwood drives, jump stop in the lane. That does not fall. Ball tipped around, and it is going to be Montoursville ball here. Last touched by the Spartans.
Hunter Shear will bring the ball up. I like what they do with Hunter Shear, allowing him and both Dylan Young all the way to the rack, up right hand. Oh, they're going to get the offensive foul.
This time.
I don't agree with that one.
No.
You got to establish some type of position. The defender never established position. He was backing up the whole time.
Well, there was 3 Spartans in the lane there. It didn't look like anyone was set at all.
Nobody set up. No, somebody should have stepped in and taken the charge.
Paust with the ball over to Evangelisti.
That was a travel there also.
Over to Snyder. Snyder swings it hard to Sherwood. Long 3. Rattles around the rim. Up and in. Snyder's
hustling his butt off.
Boards and low. Swats another one out of there.
There's another block. Dylan Young on the run out all the way to the basket. Right hand gets the kind roll.
And you talk about in bunches. Dylan Young is having a ball game here. Timeout on the floor. Hughesville.
27-10. Montoursville Warriors, 5:17 to go here in the second quarter. Coach Tagg's got a timeout. We'll take a commercial break.
We'll be right back.
When you were going to be a pro athlete, what was the game changer?
The game changer was just knowing that I've seen so many other good players, and I said I gotta see how good I am, measuring my talent up to somebody else. So when I see that I can play against guys that was pro athletes, I'm like, I can do it too, but putting in the work. Like all day shooting at nighttime, putting up jump shots, knowing that if I can shoot in the dark, I can shoot anywhere.
All right, Jim, we're back here in Hughesville. You saw the commercial, Hoopers Only TV.
It's wonderful we're part of the network. Our games get seen out on Hoopers Only TV. Our kids are getting some exposure. I'm not saying we have D1 basketball players, but you never know if you don't get them out and get them looked at.
Absolutely. Great way to get some views. I know we had over 20,000 views last
Good drive by
Tuesday
Sherwood.
night.
Smart. That's what he has to do. He pulled up. Austin Lowe was closing in to add to his block party. Sherwood pulled up. Smooth jump shot.
I wonder if we're going to be invited to that block party, Jim. Our invitation's in the mail, right?
There's Berger driving the basket.
Oh,
Big
long
fella.
three. Good block out by Lehow. They're going to get Young now with a push.
And again, Hughesville is fundamentally sound. They play basketball the right way. They're just a little outgunned here tonight.
And
The other thing I wanted to mention, Montoursville, it sort of reminded me of the Lancers, and I hate to put them in the same sentence. Neither one would like that, but they're turning defense into offense. Austin Lowe's blocks, Sims's blocks, everything going out low. They're getting it out to Dylan Young, Hunter Shearer, and they're gone. They're going the other way, getting points off transition.
Lehow on the line, shooting 1 and 1. Got to make your foul shots. That proved to be detrimental last week against Loyalsock.
Rebound to the big fella. Dylan Young will bring it up this time. I like the way they share point guard duties.
Yep. Over to Shear. Shear from the screen from Berger. Back to Berger. Berger drives. Baseline dishes. Ill-advised pass tipped away. Lehow comes down with it. Lehow on a run out to Sherwood. Again off the iron. No good, and Musina hauls the boards.
Again, got to go strong. They're looking for the big fella to come and block their shot. That's a case here. Just go strong and get it on the backboard.
And the Balcony Club making some noise now behind us here. They've been pretty quiet this first half.
Nice pass.
Oh.
Got him down below with the body. I believe that was that Dylan Young found him on the weak side?
It was, and number 5, Ethan Snyder with the foul.
Good block up top. Got him body down below.
And Berger's going to go to the line shooting 1 and 1. Or no, he's going to call 2 here. Let's see.
No, it should be 2.
Should be 2. He was shooting. First one up and good.
Again, nice soft approach. Quiet at the foul line. Took his time. Like we talk about so often, Paul, foul shooting is from the neck up. All these kids practice foul shooting enough that they should be able to make them. It's just when you get in a game situation, you're at that line.
Everything tightens up a little bit.
Right. Do you do what you do at practice? Are you able to control your nerves, your mind, and your body all together?
Absolutely. 29-12 now. Montoursville lead. Hughesville's got to get some easy buckets here. They had a couple chances, got to hit foul shots. When they drive inside, they got to hit the buckets. Sherwood kicks it back out. Evangelisti.
That was a travel. They let him go.
Here's that teardrop tipped again.
Again, the big fella, Aldrin shot. Dylan Young run out. Back to the big fella. Austin Lowe in. Miss. Rebound. Dylan Young digs it out. Malcolm Musina, that's his dad. I guess that's Peyton Musina out there, isn't it? Shout out to Malcolm Musina. Good breeding by the Musina family.
Injury, absolutely. Got an injury.
Josh Berger
holding holding his wrist.
He's got a bad wrist. That's another one of those injuries that Montoursville's had a lot of nagging injuries.
And he's going to take a seat. Brandon Good coming into the ball game.
Okay, we got a 17-point game, 3:34 to go. Usually I say 2 minutes. The next 3 minutes, 33 seconds decides if we have a ball game. They got to get a couple baskets, like you said, easy baskets, and they got to play defense.
They've had some good looks at the basket. They just can't get them to fall. And
the goal should be to get it down to around 10 at halftime. Nice drive by Sherwood.
Sherwood gets the roll there. Sherwood's tall enough that he can release at his top of his access point, and he can put it in.
That's what he did there. He needs to be more offensively minded.
Like you said, 4 of the last 5 games, he's had a double-double. He's been the offense for the Spartans.
Oh, good drive by Good. Split the defenders, didn't get his feet set. It's going to be an E&1 opportunity.
And he's coming up limping 2 on his ankle. Substitution in the ball game.
Looking over
at
It's never good. He took a look over at your coach. You never want to make eye contact with your coach when you're injured. You want to look away and just act like you're fine, or you know what's going to happen. The horn will be blowing.
Brandon Good at the line. First one around the rim and out.
Hopefully he's fine.
Over to Poust. Poust over to Sherwood. Swings it over to Bieber.
Bieber can make three-pointers.
Yeah, we saw him shoot the ball over to Matchy. Matchy top of the circle.
Nice pass.
Oh, nice down low. Sherwood.
There's the big fella negating it. Good look inside. I believe it was Colburn to Sherwood. And unfortunately, the big fellow erased it for the Spartans.
And these look like easy layups, and they are just coming out of it. Lowe is coming out of nowhere and just swatting them away. Ball over to Matchy. Matchy lost the ball.
I'm going to tell you something. We got Eric Hunt from the Sun Gazette. It's great to have him with us, but I'm sure he's keeping track of blocks. I think the way that young Mr. Lowe's going here, he's going to have 10 block shots in this ball game.
He might have 10 already.
Dylan Young down the middle over
That's
Hunter Shear. Bang. Hunter Shear got his feet set. Look out.
When he squares up, he's as good as anyone.
Absolutely.
Oh, Paus blew a tire there. Back over to Matchie. Hughesville just does not look set on their offense at all. Bieber, long three, in and out, tipped around.
Hunter Shear, good box out by Lowe. Shear cleans it up. Here we go the other way.
20-point lead with 2 minutes to go. Oh, nice head fake by Musina. Teardrop lets it fly. Coburn pulls the boards down.
Good job by the freshman there getting the rebound.
Lehau going to have to back it back out. Kicks it to the corner to Matchie. Over to Bieber. Back over to Paust. Tries to get the ball in. Threw it away again.
Hunter Shear all the way up Malcolm. Young Mr. Musina up and in. I don't know why I'm calling him Malcolm. Forgive me. Peyton Musina up and in.
36-14. Montoursville hitting on all cylinders. 1:41 to go before the break. Kicks the ball in the corner to Bieber. Over to Lehau. Lehau backs it back up. Over to Paus. Paus going to let it go. Around the rim. No good. And another rebound for Lowe.
Lowe cleans the glass. And here we go the other way again.
Musina with the ball on the left wing, back over to Dylan Young, 1:21 to go. Clock running. Montoursville has done very little wrong here in this first half, Jim.
Nice move there by Hunter Shear all the way in, right hand. Looked like he might have got
Hunter just playing physical there.
Well, he's taking some hits like that from the quarterback position.
The tackle at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
So, again, Hunter.
Hey, if Coach was here, I'd be calling the counter give on that, Jim.
How about it? Young Mr. Bieber at the foul line.
Dylan Bieber, 6'3" freshman, 50% free throw shooter for the year. First one up, and they can't buy a bucket here.
Another rebound for Austin Lowe. Dylan Young will bring it up. Under a minute here, first half. Big Warrior lead.
They've done very little wrong. Good to see Berger back into the ball game also.
Absolutely.
Got a little bit more tape on that wrist, rubbed a little dirt on it, and he's back going here. That's good. Over to Lowe. 47 seconds to go. Back to Berger. Musina on the block, comes back out, pops out, right wing. Josh Berger being guarded closely by Evangelisti.
The one thing about Montoursville, everybody on the floor can handle the basketball.
You're absolutely
even their bigs, and that'll play well coming into districts and down the road here.
Over to Musina, back up, 22 seconds. Warriors looking to hold for one shot. Over to Young. Berger flashes in the lane. Ball batted around. And we're going to get a jump ball. And it is going to be Hughesville ball with 9 seconds to go.
Good defense by the Spartans. Exactly what Montoursville should be doing right here, though. Run your offense, last opportunity before the half. Try to get a good shot. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but the time of year is coming where the game might be decided by a possession like that.
Evangelisti with the ball, Pattis to pick up his dribble over to Sherwood.
Sherwood should have shot that.
The clock is not moving. Over to Lehau. At the horn, off the back iron, no good. We've played one half here in Hughesville. Montoursville leads 36-14. We'll be right back. Eric Hunt's going to join us at the half.
I'm Chris Markowitz for Hoopers Only TV, and this is Came Here to Ball, the real coming to America. Over the past 3 decades, we've become more and more accustomed to seeing kids come from overseas in Africa to America and making their way to Division I basketball programs, if not the NBA. But what we do not see are the hardships and the challenges these kids face on their narrow path to success. We've had a chance to talk to kids from the Democratic Republic of Congo and Nigeria and find out firsthand why they so desperately want to leave Africa and come to pursue their dreams here in America. We met with some top high school coaches and trainers and found out firsthand just how difficult it is to find players solid host families to stay with. Sandy Pionen is a legendary AAU basketball coach in New Jersey who's had 34 players reach the NBA. He's also had multiple kids come from overseas in Africa, and he shared his thoughts on how hard it is for them to make it to the next level.
Most of the kids in the African countries don't have a good foundation of skill development. One of the first kids that I had, one of the local colleges asked if I could work with this kid. He was already here. I worked with him for 3 months. I think that was around 1990, and I got him a full ride scholarship in 3 months to Rider College, about a 6'5" wingman.
Chris Chavanis is the head coach of the Patrick School, an elite high school basketball program located in North Jersey. Jonathan Kaminga just recently transferred into the Patrick School. Kaminga's unique background coming from Africa caught the eye of Chavanis, who's helped multiple kids throughout the years reach their dream of getting to a D1 school.
One of my first experiences was 2 young men that came to St. Patrick, and they came in, I think it was like late evening, and they literally had nothing, like no clothing, nothing.
Go!
And seeing kids, you get up one morning and you come to school and you see a kid that's in tears and you don't know why, and you found out they lost another family member, or they haven't heard from mom in a month or a year, or they had to change countries or move again, and they deal with a lot, and you take it for granted how they're great players.
Rebound.
You'll be seeing a lot more talented kids coming in to the U.S. or going to U.S. colleges, or possibly going to the professional level. When they get here, they pretty much don't know how to play basketball. They're athletic, they're strong, they can jump through the roof, most of them.
So it's not as easy to transition. There's a lot that goes into it, and it does change over time. What that time is, you don't know.
His family member, and originally he was from Cameroon, he helps bring other kids over to the USA, all over the USA, in particular the East Coast. The first thing I try to teach him is loyalty. So if I'm working with you and I'm giving you my time and effort, just be loyal, because there's other AAU teams that I coach, an AAU team, the New Jersey Roadrunners, you know, which is pretty famous, and I've had 35 NBA players, and I've worked with a lot of kids. People want to try to take those kids when they see the talent. A lot of them are probably come from families that have multiple kids at their home, probably miss their siblings as well as their family a lot of time. And once they come here, it's not easy to go back home and then come back again. and visit and come back like that.
All right, we're back here in Hughesville. Paul Bow alongside Eric Hunt from the Sun Gazette, the disciple of Chris Massey. I said first half 18-10 after one quarter, and then a big second quarter by Montoursville, 18-4, outscoring Hughesville. It's 36-14 at the half here. I know you got some stats for us. I'm going to turn it over to you. What do we got so far?
All right, we got Dylan Young leading all scorers with 9 points, also grabbing 6 rebounds. Up next, Josh Berger and Austin Lowe both with 7 points. Lowe just too big inside, grabbing 6 rebounds as well. Hughesville doesn't have an answer for him right now.
No, absolutely. He's been a man among boys, to put it simple here tonight.
Peyton Musina 6 points and Brandon Good with a 2-point bucket. Montoursville just killing them on the transition offense.
How about Hunter Shearer? Anything for Hunter, or is he scoreless?
He's got 4 points.
He's got 4. Okay.
Yep.
I know he scored a couple. How about for Hughesville? What do we got there on the other side?
Hughesville, Blake Sherwood kind of leading the pack here with 6 points and 8 rebounds. Pretty much all of Hughesville right now. Austin Shatler 2 points. Steele Evangelisti 2 points. Carter Calburn 3 points, and Justice Lehau with a free throw. So I mean, Hughesville hasn't had an answer so far.
No, and we saw Hughesville play last week against Loyal Sauk, and they hung in the game for 3 quarters. They banged around with them, but the biggest difference tonight in this game so far has been Hughesville's inability to stop Austin Lowe inside, number one, but number two, they've missed a lot of close shots. They've missed a lot of shots underneath. Foul shooting, they have not been good. And like I said, Austin Lowe, as Jim said, they've been having a block party with him. He's probably had 7 or 8 blocks down there. What a difference it's been since the 6'6 seniors come back. Like I said, he missed the first 12 games of the year with that stress fracture in his foot. And so for talking about someone who broke their foot before, I know how hard it is to put pressure and put weight back on a foot. It just doesn't heal overnight, and it's taken a long time. But Montoursville, with a win tonight by Montoursville and a Danville win, they'll punch their ticket into the PHAC, as we talked about earlier, and they will play Loyal Sauk on Wednesday if Danville could win their game tonight also, and that should be a really interesting game in that first-round matchup in the PHAC at Chickalemi High School on Wednesday. We got about 1 minute and 30 seconds to go before the start of quarter number 3. We're going to take a brief break. We'll be right back. Eric, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you after the game. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
All right, no problem.
Family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyal Sauk, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. For those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs coffee and peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
Sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration.
And we're back here at Hughesville, Montoursville inbounds. Good half for the Warriors.
Jim, we did the limbo going in there.
How about it?
That little tight quarter we got. What a first half for
Hunter
Montoursville.
Shear, long 3 on the way. Bang! Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Hunter Shear has 7 now for the ball game, and Montoursville leads.
Still by Dylan Young, run out all the way to the basket. Over to Peyton Musina to finish with the left hand. More Warriors defense.
41-14 here. Paus with the ball across the timeline.
Another steal. Musina batted away. Dylan Young out in the run. All the way in. Right hand up and in.
They're looking for your TO here real quick. This has not started off good here for the Spartans.
And I talked with Coach Tagg in the hallway at halftime. He wasn't happy with the Spartans' effort in the first half.
Well, they've been beaten to the ball on every play just about. And like you said, offense is tough to come by. You got to make your shots and you got to hit your foul shots.
Well, the lead is now bulged out to 43-14.
Lehal inside, and you can see the presence of Lowe. Usually Lehal would just take that right up. He backed it back out.
Berger rips it away from the freshman. Going to get a foul on the freshman reaching over the back.
6:38 to go in the third. We talked about a little bit at the half. Dylan Young leads all scorers with 11 points. Jim, how many of them are in transition?
Absolutely. Well, the Warriors, like I've talked about, they've taken defense and turned it into offense tonight and really look good. Here comes Hunter Sheeran to run, left hand down the lane, over to the corner, big fella. Messina 3 on the way, a little strong. Going to get Dylan Young pushing off there.
He pushed off there.
Good, see, now that's good defense. So Sherwood, good box out, creates the foul.
They got a push on him. 43-14, 6:28 to go in the third quarter. Sherwood will inbound from under his basket. Over to Paust. Spartans going from left to right. Back to Leal, back to Paust. Just nothing inside Jim at all.
No, with a big fella taking up the middle of the 2-3 zone, they're playing very well. Messina on the rebound. He'll run it out. He'll fill the middle. Now watch. Right to the foul line, looking to the big fella. Nice dish. Austin Lowe up and in. Well done by young Mr. Messina.
Nice. Let's check the replay out there. Nope, we're going to be back to live action. Lehal.
Can't really do replays during live action.
I saw basketball come on the screen. I thought we were going to a replay. Nice graphic by the video production club there. Put a nice basketball graphic on the screen.
Nice. And again, the Hughesville High School Video Production Club does a fantastic job.
The VPC. That sounds official.
And TriCaster operator is Blake Boyer. And we'll get a shot at these fellas later in the game. Three-pointer on the way. Short. Good job there.
Rebounded by Snyder. Back to Lehal, back to Sherwood. Sherwood thought about it. Kicks it back to Lehal. Justice Long, 3. Again off the back iron.
Messina grabs it, runs it out.
Messina with the ball across the timeline. Dishes to the corner. Stolen away by Lehal.
Good dive. Justice loses a handle there, but good job on the steal. Sherwood.
Kicks it over. Down low is Evangelisti in with the trees.
Excuse
me, that was Paust.
Good job by Paust using his body there, shielding off the defenders.
Now Dylan Young across the timeline. Over to Berger. Berger drives, kicks it back to Lowe.
29-point Warrior lead.
And Lowe and Sims in the ballgame now
Dylan
together.
Young got bumped. Got it away. See if they give him the shooting foul. They do. 2 shots.
I was interested to see, Jim, when Lowe and Sims are in the ball game together, the Twin Towers for Montoursville, they're both in the game now.
Well, I'm sure that's what they want to work towards. Good time to work on it right now when you have a 29-point lead.
And Dylan Young to the foul line. He will shoot 2. First one on its way is good.
Good job by Dylan Young. Slows himself down here.
He shot very well from the free throw line on Saturday also. I believe he was 2 for 2.
It's all about rhythm.
And he's finding his rhythm here. Rebounded by Sherwood. That one off the iron. Sherwood across the timeline over to Lehal. Ball batted around and another turnover by the Spartans.
Go for another steal from Messina. He'll bring it up. Foul line extended. Brings it back out. Austin Lowe over to Messina. Right wing extended.
They're going to distribute and back over to Dylan Young. Great ball movement tonight by the Warriors. Young over to Berger. Berger being guarded by Paust. Over to Jake Sims.
Again, not what we expected on senior night for the Spartans, a 30-point Warrior lead.
Not at all. Great ball movement, keeping the ball away. Over to Messina. Messina penetrates, dishes back out to Berger. Berger drives, baseline, dishes across. Looks like he threw it away. And
got up in the air. He left his feet to make a pass. That never works out well.
And Mike's yelling at him there. He's not happy about that play at all. But he got to be happy what he's seeing. Like I said, up by 30 with 4:23 to go in the third quarter.
Again, Montoursville in their 2-3 zone.
Nice move by Evangelisti down over to Sherwood. Sherwood back out to Paust. Long 3, that's short. Sherwood tries to get the rebound and does. Sherwood foul line jumper, good.
Good job by Sherwood getting a loose ball, went right up with it.
And Blake has 8. Over to Dylan Young. On that right wing extended, being guarded by Lehal. Over to Messina. And Jim, you hit the nail on the head when you said about the ball handlers. They're switching point guards every other time up the court here. Berger handling the ball now.
Well, every man on the floor can handle the ball well, even the bigs from Montoursville.
Over to Berger. Berger being guarded closely. Back to Dylan Young. 3:26 to go in the third.
Musina breaks loose on an attempted steal all the way. Finger rolling in by
Dipsy
Peyton
doodle off the
Musina.
window, up and in, Jim. That was pretty.
Very well done. 30-point lead for the Warriors.
Sherwood thought about the three. Evangelisti says, I'll take it from the corner. That short ball batted around. Berger comes down with the loose ball. Over to Dylan Young, and Montoursville taking the air out of the ball right now.
Back to our Spartan VPC. Head camera operator is Jacob Gutschall. House coming the other way. Nice pass ahead, layup. What much needed for the Spartans.
2:38 to go, third quarter.
Justice Lehow got the layup there for the Spartans.
Berger with the ball. Over to Sims. A little push by Snyder.
Our camera operators tonight for the Spartan video production crew is Xavier Cookin, Kim Rhodes, and Ryan Steele. Production manager Gabriel Wolford. Club advisor Mr. John Martin does a great job here for the school, as does Mr. Honest Carter.
Honest is the man.
So they're doing a fantastic job, giving us a lot of good angles. Here's a little, thought we'd get a run out, but we did not. Dylan Young all the way, Musina corner, three ball on the way, nothing but nylon. The Warriors are just red hot, Paul.
Yeah, they are. I'll tell you what, they can shoot the outside ball. They're tough inside. And like I said, Jim, they're getting hot at the right time of the year. Colton Kilgore into the ball game now for the Spartans.
Yeah, I think a JV game's going to break out here in the fourth quarter, which is a good thing for the young Spartans. 31-point Montoursville Warrior lead. I don't think they've done anything wrong other than they had to wait for that through that long senior night celebration.
Musina with the ball. Kicks it back over to Brandon Good. Good back to Berger. Berger to Musina.
So the Lancers are 3A, the Warriors are 4A. Musina all the way in, little right-handed in. So hopefully they meet in the Heartland Conference tournament, or that'd be our last chance to see Montoursville take Loyalsock at full strength.
Well, if Danville wins tonight, Montoursville will be the wild card. Loyalsock is the top seed, so that'll be the game Wednesday night, providing that Danville wins. If Danville loses, Shamokin and Danville go, regardless of what happened here.
Berger gets the rebound over to Musina. Dylan Young tripped over the Spartan out here.
All right, we got a timeout on the floor, 53-20. We'll be right back. WebWeeklyLive.com, Hoopers Only TV.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's Loyalsock behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns and more, and Griggs coffee and peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner.
All right, we're back here. Paul Bo, Jim Webb. On a Monday night in Hughesville, Jim, everything going the way of the Montoursville Warriors. 53-20, 106 to go in the third. Young.
Warriors running sort of a replace offense here, trying to run clock. They'll look right there, backdoor layup. Dylan Young over to Good. Good back out. Hunter Shear, 3 ball on the way, little long. They're going to get Good over the top. Don't know about that one.
We're under a minute to play here in the third quarter. And 6 points on the board here for Hughesville in the third.
Again, and I noticed it in the Loyalsock game, they just don't have a lot of scorers on the roster right now.
Matchy with the ball to Snyder. Snyder over to Josh Heine, just checking into the game. Back to Matchy, swings across court to Evangelisti. Down low to Snyder. Snyder spins, kicks it back out. Josh, long three, count it. Josh Heine just into the ball game.
Good job lining up his feet, three-pointer.
He's only a freshman here, ninth grader, getting some playing time here, varsity. That's always pays dividends, Jim.
Absolutely, and like I said, I'm sure that's what the fourth quarter is going to be.
We might have to run down and get Montoursville's roster. We don't have too many guys on that team.
Josh Berger, step back three, back iron, no good.
Kilgore hauls the boards. 6 seconds over, and at the horn, we played 3 quarters here in Hughesville, 53-23. We'll be right back for the fourth.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's Loyal Sock behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant.
Jim, another quarter heavily in favor of Montoursville is 17-9. Third quarter, 53-23, 30-point lead with just 8 minutes to go here.
Well, the Warriors have played a very good ball game in all aspects, and now's the time to get it rolling, and they look like they got it rolling.
Like they say, a rolling stone gathers no moss, and the Warriors are rolling tonight. Matchy with the ball over to Heine. Heine back to Matchy.
Matchy Heine's? Sorry. Nice pass into the post to the big fella. He needs to go up strong. I know he has Austin Lowe on his hip there, and he's had a block party tonight, but he's got to catch that and go up strong. You all right? You all right, Paul?
Yeah, I got something caught in my throat. We're good. Matchy with the ball. Back out to Evangelisti.
Little reach here by Peyton.
Montoursville still got all their starters in the game here. Well, Young took a seat. Goods into the game. Last thing you want to do is get someone hurt in a 30-point game. Mike knows that.
I agree with that, and I'm sure what this is about is he hasn't had his whole team playing together all year long, just working on some chemistry, and I'm sure they'll leave us here a couple minutes in.
Well, I'm going to apologize in advance. A lot of those JV kids coming to the game, we don't have them on the roster, but we'll do our best here for Montoursville. Hughesville, we got a whole slate of kids. Kilgore tries to jam it in to Colburn. Up ahead to Berger. Berger 1-on-2.
Measuring it back out. Hunter Shear over to Peyton Musina all the way to the basket. Over to Good strong right-handed in.
So strong underneath is Josh Berger. Is Brandon Good.
Unselfish basketball.
With the body, and he'll go. Who they call that foul on there?
I missed it.
Yeah, you don't have it up on the board.
There we go.
They called it on Good. That's his third.
Yeah, might as well get your money's worth, Mr. Good.
Joseph Swink into the ball game now. He's trapped in the corner.
Oh, wow. That's a 30-point game call. That was good defense by Good and Musina. They had him trapped just like you teach. Ref got him on the foul, and that's okay. Mike didn't like the call.
And Hughesville is in 3A, so they will be in the same district as Loyalsock. Right now, before the game, they were sitting as the 5 seed. So it'll be a 4-5 matchup in that first round in a week or so.
Oh, Austin Lowe adding to his block party.
And not that they're doing anything for their fortunes there, but a 4-5 matchup, they win that matchup, I believe they would be playing Troy or a team from the northern tier is the 4-5. You know who they'd play in the second round. They'd get the 1 seed Loyalsock, and they're not going to be happy about that if it happens.
Well, Good would be a good first-round matchup for them.
Yeah, I believe Troy is sitting at 5, and I think they have that solidified. But there was a bunch up for 3, 4, and 5. Mount Carmel, Central Columbia, and Hughesville were all right around the same record, but they had Hughesville listed 4. Down to Good. 6:18 to go. Clock running 55-23. And they're going to call that on the thing, on the floor.
Is that current?
No, down here.
Oh, here you go, Paul. Thank you, Eric Hunt. Sun Gazette stats.
Let's reset the stats a little bit. Dylan Young has 12. Berger has 7. Musino with 15. Shear with 7. Lowe with 9. 5 rebounds. Good with 6 for Hughesville. Sherwood with 8. 10 rebounds for Sherwood. Lehau with 3. Paust with 4. Coburn with 3. Evangelisti 2. Shetler with 2. And a partridge in a pear tree.
And there you go.
And that's about it.
Young Mr. Sims at the line.
Another substitute coming into the game here, number 55. That is Camden Fetterman, also a freshman, 5'7" guard. Good to see these kids get some playing time.
Good job by young Mr. Sims, makes both foul shots. And I'm sure we're going to see a line change here soon from Coach Messina, and right here it comes.
Timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. We're going to be right back after a word from Van Kampen Motors.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Kampen and see what over 70 years of care looks like. I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible.
And we're back here. Big Warrior lead, 6 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
Wholesale substitutions in for both teams. That's Heine with the ball. Over to Swink, swings it back. Back to Heine. Heine being guarded by Verico. Is that how you pronounce it?
Verico is right.
Verico.
Good job by the big freshman there. Carter Colburn gets inside, uses his body, puts it up. This is like a futures game, Paul. We'll get to see what these teams have coming up the pipeline here.
Landon Reeder into the ball game. Also Zach Mallory. Joel Verico.
Verico for the Warriors.
Verico.
Carter Colburn looking to finish the three-point play and a little short. Will go the Warrior way. Again, senior night here at Hughesville, not what we expected. We expected a hard-fought ball game. The Warriors just have played very well, and Hughesville just hasn't had the effort they would like.
And I apologize. The scores table don't even have the players here into the game. Number 22 and 11. I apologize in advance.
I don't know how they couldn't have them. You're supposed to have your roster in so they can enter the ball game. Hughesville will inbound. Up the Spartans come. Paul, you're going to have to take over. I don't have the names here for either team.
Number 22 is Keith Jones into the ball game for Montoursville.
How about the Spartans? 55?
55 is Swink. 55 is Fetterman.
Number 4, a three-pointer on the way, short, no good.
That's Levi Bittler.
Okay, I'm turning over to you now.
Turn it over, Jim.
Montoursville brings the ball up. We apologize. We did not have the rosters.
And number 11 is Isaiah Fenner for Montoursville. We're all set now, Jim. We got it.
We'll take over, play-by-play.
Verico over to Reeder. Reeder back to Jones. Jones over to Mallory. These guys are all bidding for my all-hair team, Jim.
How about
Look at that. Keith Jones looking good there. Back over to Isaiah Fenner. Fenner swings it over to Jones. Jones drives, kicks it back out. 3-ball on the way by Zach Mallory, and he hits it for the senior.
Good job, Zach. Way to get in the scorer's column.
Fetterman with the ball over to Bittler. Being trapped in the corner, and Mallory takes it away. Over to Jones. Jones looks to go coast to coast, and he lost it.
Well, good drive in the effort to the basketball. Got blocked. Don't catch it, young man. Let it go out of bounds and your team retains possession. That's exactly what Mike Mussina is telling him.
Drew Bieber into the ball game now, number 33.
The freshman Coburn comes out.
And the senior goes in. Fetterman with the ball. Over to Bittler. Bittler into Bieber. Fetterman long three, no good. Ball tipped around. Bieber pulls it down. From the corner, that's short by Swink.
Good board there by Varico.
Varico hauls the boards. Over to Keith Jones. Back to Isaiah Fenner. Now they're going to play a little keep away here, take some time off the clock. 3:27 to go, 60-25. It's been all Montoursville. Jones with the ball, over to Varico. Back out to Mallory. Mallory drives, dishes back to the corner to Reeder. Good ball movement again by Montoursville.
And again, Coach Mussina doing a good job having his Warriors run the offense, run the clock. We're under 3 minutes. 35-point Warrior lead. Nice drive, nice dish.
Off the board, no good. Rebounded by Fetterman.
Little travel there. The dribble came up a little high for the young man, and the ref got him on it.
2:47 to go. Jim, what do we got coming up this week? We got a full schedule. Wednesday, Thursday, possibly Friday. We're all over the place. We got the P-Hack on Wednesday.
We got Loyal Sock, and game time's going to be 7:30. Opponent to be determined. Obviously, it'll be either these Montoursville Warriors
or Shamokin.
So that's going to be a good contest.
Either way, yeah, it will be a fabulous contest. Thursday, we got Williamsport and Montoursville going at it.
What a matchup that's going to be. These with the Warriors that are playing great basketball. It'd be interesting if they end up playing Loyal Sock, come back the next day and play Williamsport, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and they played. That's at the Magic Dome, correct? I believe that
yes.
game is in Williamsport, and then Friday night is the P-Hack Finals. You never
Championship, and I don't know who we're going to have there. I mean,
it could be the Loyal Sock girls, could be in the girls bracket. You never know. The boys.
Well, the only way we'll do a girls if it's a doubleheader. We'll definitely be doing the boys final if it's a local team. Montoursville,
right.
Loyal Sock.
We got to brush up on our female names, Jim, too. We know Summer McNulty scored her 1,000-point.
Yep.
Your fashion designer.
Absolutely,
we talk about Summer.
And the one thing about the P-Hack tournament over the last few years, it's been fantastic basketball.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that is in Shikellamy.
Beautiful
Shikellamy
gymnasium, yep.
Shetler at the line.
Gets in the scorer's column. I believe he's a senior, is that right?
Yeah, he started the game. They gave him the start, scored 2 points. Second one, no good. And Fenner with the ball, across the timeline, 2:16 to go, clock running. Varico with the ball. Oh, popped the three.
Big fella, little step back three, a little short.
He was finna get a smile on his face. He got a smile so wide he could eat a banana sideways with that, Jim.
I don't see one on Coach Mussina's, though.
No, but Joel thought about that when he said, I had it from thinking about it. It's always good to have some fun. 60-26. No fun for the Spartans tonight here. Noah Cutney into the game. Cutney, right?
Yep,
Jim,
Nolan Cutney. Good family, good, outstanding baseball player. Good to see him getting some playing. He's been banged up. Everybody seems to be banged up a little for the Warriors throughout the year. It's good to see him out there.
Over to Mallory. He hit the long three before, 1:28 to go. And Montoursville not running the score up. They're playing a little keep away.
Oh.
Trying to get the clock and let the bodies hit the floor there.
The young man went down hard.
That was Mallory.
And luckily he popped right back up. That's youth.
That's definitely youth. You and I get down there, Jim, they better call a Manitowoc to pull us up there. Especially me. I'm not getting back up.
I'm pretty spry still, Paul.
Next year after I get my knee done, I'll be ready to run sprints. Over to Mowry. Back out to Jones. Back to Fenner. Over to Verico. See if he's going to pull up another three. Throws it behind his back. A no-look pass. And turns over the ball with 58 seconds to go.
60-26 Montoursville Warriors in a night that everything went their way.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I've got to be impressed.
Back to our Hughesville High School Video Productions Club. Great job by the young men tonight. There's a three ball on the way. Who got that one?
Josh Heine for three. Fenner with the ball, 41 seconds to go. Went for the spin move. And Trent Narr comes down with it. Narr looks to go coast to coast. Dipsy Doodle in the lane, up and in.
Let's just stay here after the ball game. We'll wrap it up and get out of here.
Sounds good to me. That's Cutney with the ball. Goes to dish it. Bieber comes down with it. Up ahead to Fetterman. Over to Heine. Heine in with the trees. Off the glass. No good. Rebound to Kilgore at the doorstep. Off the window. Up and in. Colton Kilgore lays it up and in. 7 seconds. Clock ticking down. And there it is. That's a final score, 60-33. Montoursville wins it here in Hughesville, Jim.
A great effort by the Warriors tonight and a great effort by the Hughesville High School Video Production Club. We thank them for having us here. And let's go over the list again. The TriCaster, the operator is Blake Bear. Is Blake? We'll get a shot of Blake. I'm sorry, Boyer.
Blake Boyer.
Let's get a shot of Blake.
Where is he? I want to see him wave here. I can't see him here. Who's the guy directly across from us here?
Our head camera operator is Jacob Gutschall, straight across from us there.
Jacob did a great job. Great job,
Did a fantastic job. Camera operators, Xavier Cookin, Kem Rhodes, Ryan Steele. Thank you, gentlemen. Great job. Productions manager, Gabriel Wolford. Club advisor, Mr. John Martin. John, there we go, up in the high level there.
And don't forget about our own cameraman, Dante, up there. Keeping us.
We got Dante's Inferno, our cameraman, up top there.
Dante's Inferno.
And Cameron, our producer. And a shout out to the club advisor, Mr. John Martin. Honest Carter always helps us out. The boys do a great job there. Now we're getting to see
We're getting a thumbs up there.
Thank you,
waving
gentlemen.
there, saying hi to Mom.
Great job here again by the Hughesville High School Video Production Club.
I'll tell you what, I wish they had that when I was in high school because I definitely would have signed up for that. Instead of gym, I had to do the drama club. Can you imagine me acting?
No.
Me either. I don't know where my son gets his talent. Must be from his mother.
And that'll wrap it up. Do we want to go over any statistics here?
Does Eric have them ready for us? Yeah, we'll close it out with some stats.
We'll close it out. Why don't we take a commercial break and we'll come back?
30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like. I think
Family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's Loyal Sock behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
And we're back. I got Eric Hunt with me from the Sun Gazette. How you doing, young man?
Not too bad. Just kind of finishing up stats here.
What'd you think of the ball game tonight?
Hughesville just did not have an answer for Montoursville's athletes, and that showed, especially with Austin Lowe back for Montoursville. He just dominated the boards tonight, and
he looks good, doesn't he? If they're going to, I'll tell you what, not only for the 4A tournament, but if they play as well as they can make a run in the state tournament.
Yeah, that's going to be a team to watch out for down the stretch now.
So let's get to stats. I'll let you go over them. Let's start with the Montoursville Warriors, our victors here tonight.
All right, for Montoursville, Dylan Young, 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. He was all over the place tonight. Definitely prospered without Nick Trevolutis out there for Hughesville.
Nick missing. He was definitely a great defensive player for the Spartans, and definitely left a hole there for them on the defensive side.
Yeah. Josh Berger, 7 points, 3 rebounds. Peyton Usina, 15 points, 4 rebounds.
And again, Peyton did it in bunches there. He didn't have much there for a while. Then all of a sudden, he's in double figures.
Oh yeah, he came alive there in the second and third quarters. Jake Sims, 2 free throws attempts, made both of them. Hunter Shear, 7 points. Austin Lowe, 9 points, 6 rebounds. And Brandon Good kind of rounded out the scoring with 2 points as well.
Good.
For Hughesville.
For the home Spartans?
They were kind of limited tonight. Blake Sherwood led the way with 8 points and 10 rebounds. Austin Shetler, 3 points, and Justice Lehau, 3 points. Steele Evangelisti added in 2 points. I mean, it was a limited effort tonight.
In a block party going on by Austin Lowe inside, but there just weren't a whole lot of shots on goal early, as I like to say, by the Hughesville Spartans.
Yeah, they kind of shot themselves in the foot with a couple turnovers, and Montoursville was able to capitalize.
Excellent. Good wrap-up. I appreciate having you. Anytime we can get you on, I'd love to get you on.
No problem. Thank you.
And then that'll wrap it up here. The final from Hughesville. Montoursville Warriors 60, Hughesville Spartans 33. Shout out to the Hughesville High School Video Production Club. Great job, young men. We'll see you on Wednesday night at the Heartland Conference Tournament.